target, guy you can spot pretty easily, put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, Wilson. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early two-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Slot man moves right. On third down, Mayfield. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
And again, it's Mayfield. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Mayfield. And this one's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
McManus now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The slot man in motion right.
Hey, alert 33.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Let's go double count right here. Double.
Throwing is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. To about the 35, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The kick by McManus is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, he's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Slot man moves right. On second down, here's Penny. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the...
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Penny is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. The second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Lanny, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
On second down, Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. He's got the first down and more. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable.
This Panther team is ass, bro.
They took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
This is why you just don't join motherfucking leagues just to join, bro. You're frustrated.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start.
Yeah, I'm about to take the kids down, moms. I gotta drop them off first. They've been waiting on me to finish this game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Baron Browning drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
They go play action. Mayfield. Thomas has got it. Complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Rashard Higgins, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I
really
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Gets around him. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
2nd and 12.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Gotta go, let's go.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert O, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Mayfield on play action. He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Mayfield with it once more. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One last shot for Mayfield here. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.